Hey up my ducks, welcome back to Sharpest Koi. Today is the koi collection open day. I'm back, did a filmo? No. And I didn't filmo, obviously everyone's filming, you've seen plenty of videos, you've seen videos of even me been filming down there, so you don't want to see the same stuff again. But it's good to see everyone, not seen people in a while. We normally just catch up at the shows and things like this, so yeah, it's good to see people. Have I spent some money? If Joe's not here, I didn't spend any money, but I did spend some money. I brought a fish. I brought a Kiyosuri. It's currently acclimating in the pond. Leave him in there for a bit. I'm just going to go and get a PP bath set up as well, because obviously not taking any chances like I did last year, and with the same fish that I took from my father-in-law last year as well. I'm going to do a bit of a PP dip, just a 3-minute dip. I'm not going to tell you what dosage I use. So yeah, let him float around in the pond for a bit. Fish have got some new mates, probably already overcrowded, but you know, sometimes you see a fish and you got to buy it. It's actually one of these metallic Kiyosuri, so King Kiyosuri is it, I guess. But it looks pretty good. You'll be able to have a better look in a minute when I take it out and put it in a bowl before we PP it. So yeah, on the good stuff as you see. It's been hammering it down with rain, then it's been sunny, it's been hammering it down with rain, then it's been sunny. And my tarpaulin has obviously ripped somewhere because I've got drips coming down. Look at that for a plant there. Someone was asking me about that today and I forgot his name. But yeah, apart from the flowers, it's been like that all winter because it's all enclosed. Right, let's get this PP bath set up. Obviously important when you're using PP, make sure you get your measurements right. Like I've said, I'm not going to tell you what dosage I use. I've got my bowl ready, got the air stones in there. I use the Kiyosuri potassium permanganate. I can't even get my words out. I use the Kiyosuri potassium permanganate. So make sure I measure that. Fish is still floating around. So all I do is give it a 3-minute dip. And obviously I'll be timing that, so let's get that measured out. Always important this, guys. Obviously I didn't used to do this for years, and you saw the issues I've had last year. You speak to a lot of people and they say, oh yeah, you need to quarantine your fish, but how many people has got quarantine facilities? You know what I mean? Joe blogs like you and me, most people don't have quarantine facilities. So an alternative way is to give your koi a PP dip as an alternative measure. It will help kill off any nasties that the koi could be transferring from the pond they've come from, especially if you're transferring from another hobbyist pond. Of course, most dealers quarantine their fish anyway, so you should think that the fish are okay, but you can never guarantee that, as we've seen before. Make sure my PP is out the way of the rain. It's just started raining, typical. Let's not get the electrics wet, Sharpie. So I'll just let that boil a minute and let the PP dissolve, and I can get my phone ready to time it. Just wait for this rain to stop. Typical, isn't it? Now it's thrashing it down. I wanted to go out and get the fish out the bag, bowl it up so you can see it, and then I'm going to go and put it in there. Might be here a while, guys. Guys, if you've never done this before as well, obviously, I mean, I'm only doing a 3-minute dip, but you're going to be watching this fish for that amount of time. You're going to be timing it. If you see the fish in distress, I've got my bowl ready to transfer the fish straight out of there back into the bowl of normal water. And if obviously dosing the pond, you'd have your hydrogen peroxide ready, so you can dose the pond if your fish was in distress and you needed to neutralise the pond. Of course, we're only doing a dip, so I can just whip it out of there and put it in there. So 3 minutes on the dot, that's what I'll be doing. If the fish is in distress before that, and then that's what I'll do as well. Just make sure you've got everything ready, everything is set up. You don't want to be panicking and moving on to different stuff and getting distracted. I've got my koi net ready, just waiting for the rain to stop. And we're going to empty the fish out the bag. I'm going to put it in the bowl, show you guys, have a look at the Kiyosuri, make sure there's no issues I've missed when I picked it up at the koi collection. And then we'll transfer it in there, and then of course we'll get it back into the bowl after, and then we'll get it back into the pond. So I've got everything ready, the air stones are in, it's bubbling away, the water's ready, my koi sock's ready. Just waiting for this crappy British weather to stop. There you go, look, see all this crap that was in the bag. You don't want any of that going in your pond, so always empty it in a bowl of water first. So it's mixing the water it's come from plus the water from the pond. Right, so yeah, we've gone for the Kiyotsuri, and this has been kept in the indoor ponds at Koi Collection. So if you can see with the reflection, what I'm hoping is all the sumi that's on it does really start to come through with natural daylight. It should do. Now it is quite metallic-y, so King Kiyotsuri, what do you call it? Is that the right way of saying it? There's a bit of sumi on the head to come through. I'd be gutted if this actually does fade, but I don't think it will. It should really pop with natural light. It's a good size. Once we get it in there, actually I'm not going to be able to see Hammer the tape measure because it's all purple. I'll have to get a different bowl and then we can measure it before we put it into the pond. Put it in the wrong bowl really, that's no problem. We can swap that over while he's having his pee-pee. I'll get the bowl ready. But yeah, no, it's pretty good. Nothing wrong with it. Should do alright, that. I'll let him just have a couple of minutes in here. I'll stand by it, make sure he's not going to jump out. I'm going to transfer it to there. The battery's about to go on this camera anyway, so I do need to swap that over. I'll get the other bowl ready so we can actually have a measure. I'm guessing it's going to be about 30 cm. That's my guess, looking at it. All the fins are okay, the dorsal's okay, there's not a mark on it, so I'm pretty chuffed with it. I'll have a good look underneath as well. And I'm guessing it's also male, but that's also a guess without having a proper look and the feel of the gills. Still then I won't be 100%, but about 90% I think. His eyes are okay. It's quite a slim, slender fish, so like I say, my guess is a male, but I could be totally wrong. I'll have a look underneath, I'll have a feel of the gill plates, see how rough they are. Okay, give it a few minutes in there. Alright, timer's on, 3 minutes. I'm not going to walk away from this. If I was, well I wouldn't anyway, but obviously you can put a net on if you think your fish are going to jump. I'm stood here, the water isn't falling there, it's just enough to cover the fish. There's actually 30 litres of water in there. So yeah, I'm just going to go and put the koi net over the top while I just go and get the other bowl with the tape measure in so we can measure it once we get it out. The camera's focusing, it's doing alright. About a minute and a half to go. And now we're back in the bowl. So what I'm going to do, he's had his little bath. We'll have a look how big he actually is. And so we guessed at 30, he's actually past 30. I don't know if you can see on there, but it's about 33, make sure he's on the line, 33, 34 cm. So a little bit bigger than what we thought, which is good. So we'll note that down, how big he was on purchase. Give him another couple of minutes in there and then we'll put him in the pond and get him to meet his new mates. I'm chuffed with that. And like I said, I hope the sumi does really pop, which I'm hoping it is going to do with this natural light and proper come out, because I think it will look like a stunning fish if it can do that. But only time will tell. There we go. Going to join his mates. Quite similar size to the Kajaku there, being a bit smaller than the Kajaku, but it's probably one of the smallest in there. Maybe the Achiba's that same size as the Achiba, I think, but looks a bit bewildered. I'm going to call it Kiki. Tell you what though, he looks very skinny compared to my fish. My fish are a lot fatter. It was the same when I had the Polish Sankey when I first bought that. I can remember it being so skinny compared to the other fish. But they soon put on the muscle as they grow. I think this is more or less a Nisai. It's fair I didn't ask, but that's just my guess. The scales were quite rough. The gill plates were quite rough. So again, I'm just guessing that it's a male from what I've seen underneath as well. It did look, but that is only a guess. I'm not 100% certain how to sex a koi. Right then my ducks, that's it. New fish and good day down at Koi Collection. Good to see everyone, and yeah, that's it for this week really. So at least there's a bit of content for you. I know a lot of you have been asking, so all I say is make sure you subscribe and give it a thumbs up if you like this video. Ding dong that bell so you get the notifications every time I post, because obviously it's not that much at the minute, so at least you're going to get a notification. And let's see you next time for another video of Sharpest Koi. Cheers my dogs, bye.